Everybody, and welcome to D.I.Y and NYE. This is Maria with GotMaria Overcrafting Chef, and I hope you enjoy our show. I'm going to cook something spectacular for you.
Introducing the new Xulon Press book, Enlightened, Awake, and Alive by Marcellus Curtis. Who can truly make sense of reality? What is the purpose of our lives? And how do we go about seeking the answers to the innumerable questions surrounding that purpose? Rather than continuing to ask questions, why not try imagining possibilities? Imagine looking at life from a new perspective and realizing that things happen because God is ultimately in control. Imagine finding the answers you've been looking for to make sense of it all. Imagine understanding more and finally having the opportunity to put the puzzle pieces together. You just might find your own answers, as author Marcellus Curtis did. Enlightened, Awake, and Alive shares the journey Curtis took to discover the answers to life's perplexing questions and attempts to make sense of reality for others who are just as curious about their purpose in life. Everything that happens in the world must have a reason. Life must have a purpose. The time has come to be enlightened, to wake up and live as you discover the divine plan God has for your life. Today is a new day to be awoken to new ideas and realities. Enlightened, Awake, and Alive is available at Christian bookstores and online. Purchase it today.
Welcome everybody to GotMaria. This is Maria Overcrafting Chef. Welcome to D.I.Y and NYE. You guys, we just got a new puppy. You know there's already dogs on the set, but if you hear any crying, this is real life puppies on the set. All right, I want to show you a couple things. There's something I'm going to use called kiwi berry, and there's something called Argentinian shrimp. This is wild caught, and you guys, I hope you know that you want to use wild caught, not farm. Okay, farm raised is different, and I'll explain. Let's get started first. I am going to use coconut, organic, virgin coconut oil, and some butter. Okay, this is real butter, and this is real coconut. And I want to use coconut because I want it to be a little sweet, okay? And it is going to get a little bit dark because my pan's super hot, okay? And I want to show you what a kiwi berry looks like to start. All right. So to start, the kiwi berry looks like this, just like that. And then I cut it up in fours, and that's what it looks like afterwards. Okay. My fire is super hot, guys. Okay. So I'm going to make a little bit of sauce. I'm going to use some coconut water. Coconut water is full of electrolytes. And so I'm going to use some of that because it's kind of the theme with my coconut. So a little coconut water in with the oil. It does pop. You have to be careful. Okay? And then, you guys, I'm going to use capers. I'm going to use some garlic and some ginger. I'm going to turn my flame down. And I am going to dice up one garlic only, you guys. This is antimicrobial, antibacterial, antiviral. This is medicine when you can't get it. Woo! Okay, it's super popping. It's always popping on the set. All right, so we've got some garlic cooking right there. We're going to put in some shrimp. These are wild shrimp, you guys. And like I said, you want to buy wild. Do not get farm fresh. Wild shrimp, they feed from their natural environment. All right, farm fresh, they give them like processed fish and kind of some processed garbage that you don't want to ingest. Okay, we're gonna add some ginger. So ginger is also It's antiviral, antimicrobial, antibacterial. It's great for nausea. If you have nausea, we're going to shred in some ginger, all right? And let that cook in there a little bit. So if you're getting the picture here, we have garlic, sweet coconut water, okay? So we're kind of making almost like, it's kind of almost a Hawaiian type of a shrimp. All right, I have just a little bit of chicken base in here, and I have a little sea salt and some black pepper that I'll put in a second. These shrimp only are going to take a second to cook, so I just want to get them maybe 1 minute. Okay, that's it, because then I'm going to put them in with the sauce. All right, we're going to make it Florentine. Spinach is great for iron. It's got some oxalates, but it's very good. Dark leafy green, they say, you know, studies show anti-cancer. It's good. Any green leafy is good for you, okay? So, and everything in moderation, obviously, okay? So, I am going to take this out, and I am going to pop them into this pan here. And you see that was maybe a minute at the most is all you need for now, okay? That's all you need. All right? And so this is going to be a super, super nutritious meal. And it's super quick. You guys, I made some bow tie pasta. And so I'm going to show you that in a second. We're going to put some capers in here. Now, you guys, capers, they're good for bones. They're good for, supposedly studies show, they help with blood clots. And the reason is because they help with blood circulation, which in turn would help not that you have a blood clot. Okay? Now I'm throwing them in there because I don't want them to cook in here quite yet. I'm going to put a little bit of the juice in, just a little. All right? And then I am going to put the spices in now. That's a little salt, a little chicken base, and a little pepper. I've got a little bit of the coconut water in there. And I'm going to put like a half a block of cream cheese. This is about 4 ounces, you guys, just to make it a little creamy. All right, it's a super easy, quick meal, and it's super, super nutritious, okay? So kiwi berries are also a superfood, you guys, all right? So they're full of vitamin C, and they have many, many vitamins. They have minerals, vitamin A, E, Bs. They have zinc, they have copper, they have selenium, they have magnesia. They have so many, okay? Right now, you guys, I have a little tiny bit of coconut slices. So I'm going to put a little bit of coconut slices in this dish. Okay, it's a little hard. And then I have some chili powder flavored mango. So if you can understand this recipe yet, what the flavors are going to be like, it's going to be a sweet and little bitter because of the capers and the garlic. But now we're putting some sweet and heat, okay? Sweet and heat, guys, sweet and heat. So little chili powder. You guys, we like to use chilies and things like that for the change of season, all right? And it's good to help ward off any kind of bug that tries to get you. I'm going to go ahead and put this in, and it's going to help it soften up. And I am going to just switch this around a little bit and help it out. And I'm going to put a little bit more. You see, guys, what happens if you leave it like this, it'll start candying, getting like candy, and burning the bottom like candy, okay? Which would be excellent, but not for this recipe, all right? So I'm going to put a little more coconut water, okay? That's coconut water. Coconut water, you guys, is full of electrolytes, all right? So if you're down, maybe you need a little bit of hydration. Remember something, you guys, that some of the big name brand hydration drinks are not always the best for you, okay? Some are full of a lot of garbage, and coconut water is full of electrolytes without any garbage, okay? Just so you know. All right, so we do have a little bit of the cream cheese in here. Now we have a little chunk coconut, all right? And then the spiced mango to give it a little flavor, okay? And I'm gonna put a little bit more, okay? So it's gonna be a very light dish and a very quick dish. This is how fast you can make something once you have it, the things cut and prepared. And great thing to make for your family, friends, party, whatever, okay? And so you just give it a light stir to mix up most of the cream cheese, okay? Now, what we have here is I have some spinach, and you guys, so the spinach, obviously, this is a green leafy veggie, which is good for you. You want to always have some green leafies in your diet, okay? They're good for digestion, good fiber, and good for protein, and good for iron, and all that stuff, okay? So we're going to drop that in there just to get it wilted, okay? And it doesn't take long. Like I said, nothing here is going to take long. This is almost finished, okay? I am going to drop just a little more coconut water in, just a little skosh there, all right? And then we're going to mix that up. The spinach is going to be wilting here. We're going to drop in the shrimp, okay? And the shrimp with the capers, all right? So you guys, like I said, capers are known for their anti-clotting properties, all right? So you guys, if you can incorporate all these things, at least sometimes in your diet, it'll just helps reverse heart disease, help to not get heart disease and cancers and all those kind of things, all right? Now we're going to throw in the kiwi berries, and we're going to put some of them in, not all of them, okay? So just like so, and then I am going to put in, I have bow ties here that I have already cooked. Because of the magic of TV, I can't make you wait all night. And so there are the bow ties. You guys, this is all you need, and this is a powerhouse. Now these are rice bow tie, so they're gluten-free, okay? And that's all you need. If you want, I do have, you guys, a little bit of fresh thyme that I will add on top, okay? So, and I'm just going to crush it up like this, just like this. So I have fresh thyme, and I'm just going to go like that, just like that. And that way, we get some little bit of fresh herb there as well. Okay, now, here we go. You guys, this is finished. Now you can plate it up in a bowl. You can put it in a casserole dish. All right. I will just place mine in this right here because this is going to be family style, served with a big, healthy, fresh loaf of sourdough. And there you go. That is a quick and easy, about 10-minute dish. Are you looking to brighten up your home? Perhaps your wardrobe or accessories? If so, we can help. Stop by our boutique at www.presentationsbypatty.boutique, where we can dress you and your home with originality, confidence, and comfort. Next up, we have Lisa Seidler from Crafting and Cruising. Take it away, Lisa.
Hello everyone. Welcome to Crafting and Cruising. I'm Lisa. I'm the creator and owner of Crafting and Cruising, and I'm so glad you're here today. You may hear a little background noise. We are in Cancun, and they're having a big old party of some kind out by the pool. So hopefully it won't last long. But anyway, let me tell you what we're going to do today. We're going to make a cute little duck that I picked up at the Dollar General. I think it was $3. It's metal. But we are going to decoupage her, and we're going to use napkins. Then we're going to put a little bow on her and just kind of think Easter. So the first thing we need to do in order for our paper to not show the yellow of the metal through is to paint it with a white chalk paint. Some of you may not know where we got the name Crafting and Cruising. My husband is still employed and travels a lot for work, and I'm privileged to be able to travel with him, but I don't like to just sit in the car and be idle. I have to be doing something with my hands. If we travel by plane, I always bring a suitcase full of crafts that I can do so that I can not be idle. Then we got a motorhome and joined a camping club, and he converted the dining room table in the motorhome into a crafting space for me. So when he's driving down the road, I can be crafting while he's driving. Just don't tell the police. I want to thank Maria for inviting me to be on this segment of the TV show. I'm so excited to be here, and I feel very honored and very blessed to be a part of this television show. When you're decoupaging using napkins, it's very important that you remove all of the plies of the napkin except the top one. And there's many ways to do this. You can take just a piece of painter's tape or Scotch tape, just stick it on the corner and pull your plies away. And you'll notice that this has 3 plies. 1, 2, 3. You want to get the extra 2 plies off. Also, when decoupaging napkins, it's best to use a very thin decoupage medium. I think. And I'm not too concerned about whether or not the pattern is completely even or laying straight. This is fun. So I'm going to lay it, position it on here, but not put it down fully yet. And kind of tap, tap, tap to make sure it's right where I want it. And then a good rule of thumb, if you're worried about wrinkles, is to have a plastic bag handy you can put over your hand and just gently rub, usually from the center out. Okay, so we have our first piece on. Isn't that cute? So I'm going to kind of cut this a little bit to measure it. It's not going to fully go under the wing, but it will come close. Cute. Side one done for the bite. Isn't he cute? Now let's do the wings. Let's get this wing on. So sweet. So sweet. Okay, so you can see I've done the same thing on both sides. I'm giving her a little bit of a dry. And now I'm trying to decide what I want to do about an eye. And I'm thinking that I might either use buttons Or I might just make a stickle eye. Now I have some little bows already made with little pearls in the center. And I've got them in white, some white florals with pearls. I've got some salmon color rose buds. I've got some light pink rose buds. So I think what we're going to do is make her a little necklace. And instead of a bow, we're going to make her a little necklace. And we're just going to use hot glue. So I'm going to start out with a little pink bow right in the center. Almost in the center. Just like this. Okay. And then next to it, I'm going to put a little white flower with a pearl. Now let's look about putting a little rosebud. Oh yeah, that's cute. And let's see, here's a purple. Let's put a little purple on her too. She got a little necklace. Now we're going to go the other way. She's cute. Okay. So she has her little necklace on. Now, let me put this back up. Okay, right now we're going to put a red eye on her, a jewel. I don't have two of them. So I'll either have to choose another jewel for the other side, and she'll be kind of cockeyed, or wait until I can find one, two that match. She's cute. Now the last thing that I want to do is to bling her beak and her feet and around the edges of her wings. Oh yeah, that's cute. Okay, and then I'm going to wait on the other side so I can get one side done first. Okay. That just makes her wings stick out a little more. Makes it a little more pronounced. She's really cute, you guys. It's just what she needed to make her stand out. So cute. Okay, you guys, we're going to stop on this for now. I will do the other side just like this, hoping I can find another rhinestone for her eye like that. And then when this is all dry, we will go over it with a top coat, a clear top coat. So there's our little blinged out duck. I have some little baby ducks that I was going to glue down by her feet. I'm not sure I'm going to do that. I might. But for now, I think we're going to leave her as is. This sure was fun. I enjoyed being with you all today. Maria, thank you so much again for having me on this segment of the show. And I'm going to turn it back over to you.
All right, everybody. Next up is Lydia Scaniff with Studio Lydia Bridget Design.
Thank you, Maria, for having me. What a treasure, what a joy it is to be on your show today. And hello, everyone. My name is Lydia Bridget. I'm founder, director, creator, artist of Studio Lydia Bridget Design. I am also a singer and a songwriter. I've written and recorded and released my first song called Revelation 5. Go check it out. It's available on all the platforms and all the music stores out there. Go download it and enjoy it with your family and friends. And today I want to show you how to transform a Kleenex box cover. And so you have something like this, and you take it from plain to something very amazing. So I'm going to show you the stuff that I used. This one that I'm showing you, it's a metal container. It's a metal Kleenex cover. And I have some flowers that I painted over here. And I'm going to use this black paint, this flat brush, and some of these green molds are going to go onto the project. I've painted my box with this white chalk paint first, and then I dried it, of course, and then I used some acrylic black paint, and I'll show you. It's got these metal designs on it. It's a metal box. It's got the designs. It's a hexagon design, and I took advantage of that, and I went ahead and started the project. And so now today we're going to finish this edge right here, and I'll show you how I just kind of went black, white, and just simply penciled in these hexagons that are just, just freely given to us. And basically went wall to wall just like this and painted them right on in. I marked them with an X so that way we can see. That way I don't make a mistake, because I get to talking and sometimes I forget and skip and do the wrong one. And then after this is all set, I'm going to outline them with the gold metallic pencil. And it's going to make it look very, very nice. And we'll put the molds, and I'll show you how I do that. So I just basically start on one end and then kind of do the edges, and then just come on the inside and finish the inside just nicely, just like so. And now I'm going to give it a quick dry right here. Jesus is alive. Jesus is alive. It is the return of him in Revelation 5. And John saw in the midst of the throng the beast and the elders. There stood the Lamb as it had been slain for the sinners. And basically just outlining it just like that all throughout. I'll show you. It's going this way and this way. And the other three sides I've already done, so you'll see the end product all the way around. And it's a little bit tedious, but in the end, it's going to be very, very pretty. You're not going to believe what you see. Basically just going around and around and taking care of each spot right there. Weep not, an elder saith unto me, O dear Saint Behold, the Lion from the Judah tribe. Look at that. See how it's giving that nice outline right on there? He had prevailed to open the book and loose the 7 seals. And I wept much 'cause no man was found worthy to open the book and release divine holy task. Jesus is alive. Jesus is alive. It is written of him in Revelation 5. And John saw in the midst of the throne the beast and the elders. There stood the Lamb that is helping slain for the sinners. And now I have this pretty floral that I'm going to peel off and apply right smack in the middle, right in there, just like that, to give it a little extra detail. And look how pretty that is. And then after that's all nice and dry, I gave it a coat. I'll give it a coat of step 1 and 2 crackle medium. And then when all said and done, here's the molds on the side. It's going to get finished like this. You can see the nice crackle, and it's given that nice edge look. And then I went around and I attached the molds on the side, and then on the top I made some more molds right there, and you can see I finished it on the top. And then this piece right here is going to be right here on the corner, and I'm going to glue that on. I'm going to do that off the air because in the interest of time, we're probably not going to have time to glue all of this in place, but this is how it gets draped right on the edge. And these pieces right here, this is going to get molded to the corner piece like I did over here, and it's going to finish just like that. And then right here, I was thinking that I wanted to add these pretty flowers right in there, just like that and like that, to make it even nicer finish. So what I can do is give it a quick little hot glue right there, and just so that you can see what it looks like at the end project here. And there you go. This is what it looks like right here. And then this piece is a red floral, and here's a purple, and then here's the yellow, and here's the white right here. And right in there is where you would pull your tissue paper right out of there. And we took basically a plain metal cover that somebody threw away and turned it into a beautiful work of art. Isn't that pretty? Look at that. I hope you enjoyed this segment, and I want to thank you, and I want to remind you all things are possible if you believe, so believe big. And now back to you, Maria.
Are you looking to brighten up your home? Perhaps your wardrobe or accessories? If so, we can help. Stop by our boutique at www.presentationsbypatty.boutique, where we can dress you and your home with originality confidence, and comfort. All right, everybody. Next up, Crafters in the Kitchen with Kim Bernard from My Corner.
Thanks, Maria. Today I'm going to show you how to kick up your steamed vegetables to the next level. I'm going to be using some broccoli, lemon juice, garlic, and some parsley. And we're going to be making an incredible lemon vinaigrette to go over our steamed broccoli. So let's get started. I'm just going to go ahead and chop up my broccoli. I am going to just use the florets today. This has already been washed. This is going to go to my hens. It's going to go right inside my steamer basket. And I have my water over here. And while this is steaming, we're going to be making our vinaigrette. This vinaigrette is super simple. It's delicious, especially if your broccoli is a little warm. Then you can be sure that it's going to like soak into the broccoli. Oh, it's amazing. It's really, really great. If you don't have fresh broccoli, of course you can use frozen if you have it. So we're going to put this in our steamer basket and get that on, and we will get that cooking. Now while our broccoli is steaming, we're going to go ahead and put together our vinaigrette. I've got a measuring cup and my fork to whisk it with. Got some fresh garlic that I'm just going to mince. And we're going to make a little bit of a paste out of this with some salt. Of course, you can always just use your garlic press if you need to, if you want to. So I'm just going to add a little bit of kosher salt. And this is going to help the garlic turn into a paste. It's almost like it's a little bit more gritty, kosher salt is, so it'll make this a little bit finer. And then that's just going to go right into our measuring cup we have here to make our dressing in. My kids, this is about the only way they like to eat broccoli. They love this lemon vinaigrette. Right, this is going to go right inside. And the written recipe and all the instructions are on the blog, which is creatingfrommycorner.blogspot.com. So you'll find a lot more recipes there too. Now for our acid, we're going to use lemon. And I also have some olive oil. So I'm going to use my little handy dandy squeezer. These are juicy, good juicy lemon. This is about 2 lemons. Closed on my hand. And I'm also going to add a little fresh parsley. This is very simple, but oh, it just really kicks up that broccoli. It makes it extra special. I'm going to take a little of this fresh parsley. You don't need a lot. I am going to add the olive oil before I add the parsley because I don't want the parsley to get too wilted. So when you make a vinaigrette, it's 3-to-1, the ratio, 3 oil to 1 part of acid. And you don't want your vinaigrette to be too oily. And if you need to add a little bit extra acid, that's fine. So there's our vinaigrette. We can taste it, see how it is, if we like it. That's good. Very lemony. You can add some splash more olive oil. Broccoli's all nice and steamed, ready to go. So we're going to plate this up. So we have our steamed broccoli. Put it in a bowl. You can steam it as long as you want to. I like mine kind of soft. But if you don't like it as soft as I do, it's okay. Make your broccoli the way you like your broccoli. But this dressing will just kick it up to the next level. Fantastic. All right, let's put this over here. So now we're going to top our broccoli with our dressing, which was the olive oil, lemon juice, garlic, and some parsley. I have my spoon. We're just going to spoon this right over the top. Hot steaming broccoli. You can add as much or as little as you want. And I also like to finish it off with some feta cheese. So feta cheese is a Greek cheese. It's pretty salty. I'm going to give this a little sprinkle on the top. Just to kind of finish it off. And there you go. A nice bowl of beautiful steamed broccoli with lemon vinaigrette. And if you would like the full recipe, so that you can print it out and try it for yourself, you can go to the blog, which is creatingfrommycorner.blogspot.com. And until I see you again, be well.
Have you ever felt lost, longing for a glimmer of hope? Welcome to Restored by Hope. Meet Vicky Ann, a missionary in Central America. She spreads the love of Jesus, igniting hope in hearts. Join her in overcoming life's trials under God's grace. Follow Vicky Ann's journey on Facebook. Be a part of a wonderful community rooted in love and healing.
All right, everybody. Next up in our Battleborn segment, we have Debbie Villa. Watch what she does for our deployed. Welcome, everybody, to D.I.Y. and I. This is Maria with GotMaria, Herbal Crafting Chef, and this is our Battleborn segment, which, of course, that means you're like a Nevadian. And we have...
What?
Nevadian.
Oh.
Nevadian. You're a Battleborn.
I thought you said alien.
No. And so we have here Debbie Villa, and Debbie Villa is one of the angels here in Pahrump. And so I just love her. And so, or you. I don't have to say third person, but I do love her and her mission and what she does, you guys. Okay, so she has crosses for the heart for our deployed. And so I am going to let you tell everybody basically what you do and, yeah,
Why I do it.
why you do it.
Take it away.
Yes.
What I do is if a customer purchases a cross, they will then put their name on a card and they will put a message on the card. I will take that message. I will make a free cross and they can put which military branch they would like to go because I send to all military branches. I also send to deployed service doggies.
You guys, hold on.
He received his.
So she sends to the service dogs. Now, explain that one.
What it is someone said, well, do the dogs get any? And I said, I can. And I did. He received his in 2009. They sent me the picture because it took me, I had to go through the military to be approved. They sent me their pictures that they received. This gentleman right here, he received his only cross, and that's his third or fourth deployment. He's showing me that his cross is holding up.
Oh my gosh.
So the dog's got a cross.
The dog has
So tell me how they.
What they do is they put him in their collars.
Okay.
And then the message and the Bible go home with him
With
when
the
he's
handler.
off deployment. Yep.
Okay.
When he's off deployment.
That is amazing, you guys.
Yeah.
Okay, because
Very
the
cool.
dogs matter. These dogs matter. Okay, and so okay, so you guys, this is amazing. So any branch, any service branch that you wish to ask to be sent to, then you'll send in those colors of the branch, right?
Yes, I
And-
put it in this package. I go and I look for the deployed. If they're in the Marines, I will go to a Marine deployment. I will find their rank. I will find their last name, and the tag will go here. So it's very specific to them. And then the message, the Bible, and the cross will be in here and get shipped within 2 days to our deployed.
And you guys, this is so amazing. So you buy one of these, and then she will send it across to our deployed
In the customer's names.
in their name and in your name on your behalf for them.
Yeah.
And so, what do we have? Can you tell us like some of the stuff you have here?
What I have, these are by accident, but I turned them into something. They're $5. They are little angel mini keychains, and I have.
That's beautiful. That's a happy accident.
These were supposed to be the size of these angels watching over me, and these are 10. And these also, you purchase these, and yes, I will send the cross.
Wow.
These are bookmarks, and I will give a free
Bookmarks?
mini keychain. Oh, bookmarks.
And these are
And mini keychains, and these are rear view mirror
Yeah.
crosses. And again, I will give a free mini keychain. Some have angels, some have flag, and these are support keychains.
I love
And
that.
so-
Look at that. That you guys, come on
That's
now.
red, white, and blue.
And my mom would have loved this one. These are beautiful. So I love how these have little charms on them. They're beautiful.
Those are zipper pull keychains.
And you have a patent on these crosses here, right?
The patent is for the making of the nails,
Okay.
and then I am contracted with the company, so I can make my own design as far as designing the color of wire I put on, and I am able to sell it.
You see how that is? That's just so cool.
And I bend each nail myself. I've been doing this.
You bend each nail yourself?
So I've been doing it since 2007.
Oh my gosh. Okay, and then you make these cord things. You have one right here.
Yes, I make these. And then what I do is once the cross is made, and that's the back, and then I coat them very well so they'll last a good 10, 15 years, is what my customers are
Wow.
telling me. And this is for our police. So then what I do is I put one through.
So this is for our police. So it doesn't have to be military, or is it military
If you
police?
want it to go to a fallen police family, I do that.
Oh, I love that.
I have sent when the Vegas family,
Okay.
the family had the two, I sent to,
Oh.
I actually handed it to them,
Oh.
and they gave it to the family.
You guys, she's an angel, I'm telling you. And so this is just, and so she creates her own little doodad gadgets to make things go
put 'em
inside
through.
things easier, which also should be patented, and that could be a business. But I'm thinking about business every second.
Easier to get the wire through is
Yeah.
all it is, really. It because some of them, they are handmade. So some of them you can just poke them through. But if you notice, the paracord is, even though they're the same size,
Yeah.
they are
Different thicknesses.
Yeah. Yes. So what I do is I bring it down to there, and then I put it down, and then I pull these two this away, and then I put a clip on, if I can get it through there.
Yeah.
And then I bring this through.
Oh, you guys, this is
I
so
separate
cool.
this out, and then
And then you start braiding.
I kind of bring it to my own. I've been doing it so long, I know which length it needs to go to. And then I start looping them through. And the hardest part is the first one, especially with the red, white, and blue. If you look on, I don't know if I have a red, white, and blue, but on the red, white, and blue, that you pull through, and you've got to bring the red in between these two colors.
Oh, wow.
So you pull it tight,
Yeah.
and then you just keep going one by one by one.
Wow. Oh, this is amazing. So you guys, also, let me just say that these bookmarks here, my mom would have loved that because, of course, she was a leprechaun, she said. So do you make these by hand?
These are on the sewing machine.
But you make them?
Yes.
Oh, my goodness.
And then what I'm doing is giving free mini keychains with them.
I got this one, you guys, and that's when I met Debbie. I got this one because I love hearts, and I love military. I'm an Air Force brat, okay?
But do you love hearts?
I love hearts. Yeah, I love hearts. Okay.
It's very rewarding, isn't it?
I cry every time I sew a cross.
Do
Every
you?
single time. Tears, and my friend said, you need to have a box of tissue there because by the time they come see me, they can't see anything.
Oh, you know what? You know what would be really cool? If you sent the tissue with the tears along with it.
For when they cry.
Yes.
Wouldn't that be cool?
And they do. The
Yeah.
customers said, "Oh my God, I can't." You've got, and they just, it's amazing the response that I get when I go. I go to the VFW swap meet. I love going there.
That's where I met you.
Yep.
That's where I met her, you guys, because I go there to support them too. And I was drawn to her, of course, because I saw deployed, and I'm an Air Force brat.
Or
And
just
so-
a brat.
Just a brat. But she's an angel, you guys. Oh, you can find her on social media. We will have everything posted. And you write your message, or you give it to her, right?
Yes.
And then they get that message, you guys, and
They never get rid of it.
no, they don't. And I know that from you showing me all this stuff. And this is so heartfelt. And our guys and girls need this. I'm in love. I'm in love with her, and I'm in love with this. And I can't thank you enough for what you're doing.
And
And I just love you to death.
Thank you. If you go to crossesfortheheart.com, my website, you can message me. There's a little blue button, and it will go straight to Facebook Messenger.
Oh, cool. Okay, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this segment. And you guys, I know we'll have Debbie back because how can you not? Okay? Thank you guys, and see you next time.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Are you looking to brighten up your home? Perhaps your wardrobe or accessories? If so, we can help. Stop by our boutique at www.presentationsbypatty.boutique, where we can dress you and your home with originality, confidence, and comfort. All right, everybody. I hope you enjoyed our show. And next up, we're going to have Pastor Isaiah close this out with a prayer. All right, Pastor.
Hello. Today's devotional is going to be taken from the book of John, chapter 7, verses 16 to 18, which reads, Jesus answered them and said, my doctrine is not mine, but his who sent me. If anyone wants to do his will, he shall know concerning the doctrine, whether it is from God or whether I speak on my own authority. He who speaks from himself seeks his own glory, but he who seeks the glory of the one who sent him is true, and no unrighteousness is in him. This is a word for today. It's a word for our day, because the word tells us that in the last days there will be much false doctrine. There will be many false prophets. And one of the things that is found is what Jesus is speaking of now, which was what they were accusing him of, and that is speaking on his own authority and trying to lift his own self up. And today, that's one of the things you will find. When someone is speaking on behalf of the Lord, whether it be a teacher or a pastor or just another believer who is teaching or speaking to others, everything that we're doing, when it is true, is coming from God, and it's not to lift ourselves up. It's not to make ourselves famous. It's not to point towards us, but it's to point towards God's glory. That is what we're supposed to be doing these things for. And if you have a relationship with Christ, it's not very hard to pick out when somebody is doing something or saying something or using the scripture for their own ends rather than just to simply teach what God has taught them. It should stick out. You should not be easily deceived when you have a relationship with God, because these things are more apparent. And this is what Jesus was making known. He said, the doctrine I'm speaking is not to lift up myself, but it's to point you towards the Father. It's to point you towards salvation, which is why he came. This is one of the situations that we're in today, is we need to be pointing towards God in all things, whether it be bringing somebody to salvation or just teaching a lesson that we've learned in our lives. It should all point to God and be for his glory, not our own. Let me pray over the message. Father, I just thank you, Father, that your glory and for you to be glorified should be our utmost and most important legacy that we can leave behind, Father, is that all things should be done for you and for your glory and to please you, Father. Help us to wake up every day, Father, with your particular needs at the forefront of our minds, how to glorify and promote what you do, who you are, and what you are trying to do for us. And we thank you for your mercy and grace in Jesus' name. Amen. I'm Pastor Isaiah from New Hope Fellowship in Pahrump, Nevada. Thank you for watching.